miracle that staggers our imagination. So I want to first of all remember my beloved father, Bob Papa, that was such a wonderful person that I just totally adored. And I want to stop there. Then I want to remember my mother, who was ill for many, many years, and I want to say in the later years I got a great appreciation for what she did, because she kept us all together. After she got sick and died, my little family came apart, and that's why I have my extended family here. The third person is Helen. She died the day after my father did. Ray's wife, Pat, Carol, and Ray's father. When Ray came to our family in 1982-83, Susie always said it's the first person that she ever brought home that Peter liked. I bonded with Ray's family and Helen and Ray. I went to school in Rhode Island. I understood Rhode Island. I adored Helen and I adore Ray. I would say one thing about Helen. If Helen and I sat down with anybody and talked to them for 2 minutes, she and I would come up with exactly the same conclusion about who. Is that not right? She and I adored her. The next person is our beloved Jan. I will say about Jan, my father's sister, was 99 when she passed. I have never met a person that had more grace than her. She was a lovely person. Everybody adored her. Everybody was privileged to know her. And the last one is the one we said goodbye to yesterday. It was Sue's mother, Sydney, Edna Durborough. Her family came from Syria at the turn of the last century. Her unmarried name was Kuri, which meant priest. She was a pillar of the Catholic Church in Wilmington. And I have many memories because I lived with Andy and Sue and the kids for many years and saw Sydney. Sydney told Sue, you better throw him out because he's never going to get married as long as you guys take care of him. Don't be a jackass, just throw him out. That's what she said. But one time, one of my most vivid memories was one time I drove her from the Jersey Shore back to home in Wilmington, where she lived in the same house for 60 years. Is that right? Yeah. 204 Prospect, right? Yeah. Across the street from where we were yesterday. And she told me the story about her family coming from Syria, ending up in Pennsylvania, and going to via Mexico, and all these stories. She was one of 11 kids that actually lived, right? Right. And she was the first one to go to school. And what I think about her, I adored her, and I got along very nicely with her, right? But she was the kind of person that made the country what it was. Here these people came over. They worked. They educated their kids. They told them, you do the right thing. You get more educated than me. You work hard. You save. So with that, I just raise my glass to these 5 people that made us where we were. Everybody here is family. I'm thrilled. I love you all. Have a good time. End of story. Thank you and good night. Oh, one other thing. Inside, there's 2 things. I'll put these inside. This is a copy of one of my father's little drawings, a little boy looking out at a sailboat. If you want to know who the little boy was, it was him. Ever since he was a little kid, he loved boats. This is his drawing, so they'll be in there. And there's a blue book in the kitchen, sort of a memorial of him and my mother and my grandparents and all the tributes. One of the things, I thank everybody here, and I think a lot of people are not here, because when my father passed away, we got some of the most lovely tributes, and it allowed me to remember who he really was and how he was the person that I loved so much. So here's a little memento of the evening, and I'm going to bring it inside before I spill chowder all over it.
Well done, Peter. Forgiveness is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is.